Yo guys, what's up? Gonna talk about a Queen of Pain offlane game that I watched Waga Mama play. In case you guys don't know, my name is Navitz. Welcome. We are gonna be doing a little replay analysis and coming up with a strategy based on this game that Waga played. Now, I watched this game approximately 5 days ago. So approximately 5 days ago, I watched Waga play this game, and he doesn't have the perfect game. I'll tell you that right now. But he does completely crush it. Now, I've been hearing a lot of talk in my stream chat recently about offlane plays, different offlane players, and Queen of Pain comes up a lot. A lot of people suggest playing Queen of Pain, or they talk about playing Queen of Pain being strong in the offlane in the current meta. Now, there's a couple reasons for that. Obviously, shrines being a new thing in 7.0 make Queen of Pain a little bit stronger. We're gonna go free camera for a little bit. Shrines make Queen of Pain a little bit stronger in the early game in case she gets in case she needs to heal. But either way, it's basically about her mobility and the team fighting. It's not so much about the shrine in the offlane. It's more about Queen of Pain's ability to get to team fights, to have the maneuverability, to jump in and out without taking too much damage and being able to go back to lane. Now we're going to see what Waga does with this game. So let's take a look at the lineups real quick. We've got Queen of Pain, Morphling, Lina, Legion Commander, most likely jungle, and Earthshaker. Now on the opposing team, we've got Juggernaut, Kunkka, support Kunkka, Jungling Axe, looks like Offlane Pudge, and Midstorm. So we've got two pretty decent teams here. Both teams have a jungler, so it's not gonna we're not gonna have one team that's just getting stomped on by a roamer or something like that. So let's take a look. Let's see what Queen of Pain is going to do. Now notice that Waga has not leveled up a skill yet. This is important, especially playing against Kunkka. If Kunkka X's you, you want to have your Blink Strike ready to be able to survive. So right now Waga is playing this lane, and he's just shown that he placed this ward because he was attacking from the trees here. So now this Kunkka knows that there's some type of ward over here. Early game, this is like the most important part of this strategy, is how you play this early game with Queen of Pain. We're gonna wait to see what he does with his levels. Okay, Kunkka lands a torrent on Queen of Pain. She gets attacked a couple times. She's still taking hits. There's the spin. Waga levels up the blink and blinks away. This is huge because he could have died right there if he didn't level up that blink. Ooh, this Jug actually takes quite a bit of damage. Queen might be able to kill him here. He's being pretty aggressive. And you notice that Queen of Pain is also getting a lot of denies. Let's take a look at last hits denies. So she's got 3 denies already on that Juggernaut, and Juggernaut has 0 last hits. So far, completely winning this lane. So a little bit of that is on Juggernaut, but a lot of that is because Queen of Pain just waited for the opportunity to blink away. Now next spell Queen of Pain goes for is Shadow Strike. So this is pretty basic. Usually you open up with Shadow Strike. Oh shoot, she's gonna take a lot of damage here. Blinks in. Didn't know that the Kunkka was there. Took a lot of damage. That was actually a misplay right there by Waga, but not a huge deal. And she's gonna come over here and just try to get as much out of this lane as possible. Now Kunkka can't really torrent Queen, and Jug has no way of doing damage to Queen. So having this ranged hero here allows you to play in this offlane versus these two pretty who would normally be pretty deadly safe laners. You're able to do it with Queen of Pain. Even if Kunkka gets X marks the spot on Queen of Pain, as long as she starts running away before she's in spin range, she can walk away. Then when X pulls her back, she can blink away. So you have the survivability in lane to be able to manage against pretty much any type of lineup with Queen of Pain. This is one of the advantages of having Queen of Pain in the offlane. Oh, that's a huge thing right here. Notice that Waga took a tower shot right there to kill the healing ward. Healing wards are very important to kill, especially now because they give 75 gold and they give 75 experience. They buffed it quite a bit. So if you have the opportunity to kill a healing ward on Jug, you have to take that opportunity. Make sure you get that healing ward killed. And notice that every time that Waga has an opportunity to, he is clicking on this Jug. Gets hit with Torrent. Is he gonna have time? Yeah, has enough time to blink away. So the blink is really what saves you here. You notice that they landed everything perfectly. He got X marks the spot off, he got torrent, he got spin, and Waga's still fine. Now he's back over here, he's at the shrine, healing up completely fine. And he's got 17 last hits and 7 denies, while the Juggernaut currently is only at 7 last hits. He is completely winning this lane, and on top of that, these guys aren't able to pull very much. Waga has basically has this lane under control right now. This one hero is currently getting more out of this lane than both these heroes combined. Now this Jug here, he has no regen. He needs to fly himself something. They're still on Walking Courier. He needs some kind of regen or he is killable. Waga comes in, blinks forward, has Shadow Strike. Oh, he got denied. Oh, that was a nice play by Jug. Jug just denied the Kunkka. So actually I remember when that happened, Waga was really upset about that. Let's take a look at what the skill build is here though. Waga has put 2 points into Shadow Strike. Now normally when you're playing mid, you want to go put all of your points in Scream of Pain because it's an AoE nuke. It helps you push lanes. But here, what Waga is going to do is he's going to go with a different skill build instead. He is going to level up Shadow Strike to level 4 first, and then start leveling Scream of Pain. Now he does this because one, Shadow Strikes, they stack. No, wait, no, that's Poison Strike by Dazzle. I don't think Shadow Strikes stack, actually. I'm pretty sure they don't. Okay, I'm pretty sure Shadow Strikes don't stack, but they do slow down the movement speed of a hero and do additional damage per tick and additional initial damage. So for single target damage, Shadow Strike is a fantastic spell. Notice he's got it at level 3 right now. And what he's going to try to do is, he knows that this guy has no, he knows that the Juggernaut has no spin right now. He can click on him and see he has no mana. I think he's just going to blink forward and kill this guy real quick. Or maybe he'll get turned on. Oh, bit of a misplay. And here comes Pudge. Yeah, I remember this. He gets killed. And in comes Pudge for the kill on Waga. Oh, okay, so a little bit of a misplay. He gets killed, but that's okay. He sent Juggernaut back home. Notice that if he's being very conservative with his Shadow Strikes. The reason Waga is being conservative with his Shadow Strikes is because Juggernaut has a built-in dispel on his Blade Fury. So if Waga Shadow Strikes Juggernaut and then Juggernaut does a Blade Fury, it dispels the Shadow Strike damage per second, this movement slow and everything. Look how much damage it's going to do to this Pudge. We're just going to watch it do damage over time. Right now he's at he was at 700 HP when he started. He's going to be at 580. He's still ticking down, probably down to about 500 when this is done. So this does significant damage over time. He's been regenning with the Tranquil Boots as well. So he's got 15.3 regen per second there. In addition to that, what's his no, yeah, just the Tranquil regen. Let's take a look over here, see what this Juggernaut's skill build is. He hasn't even put one into Blade Dance yet because he is worried about, he needs these healing wards to heal after the Shadow Strikes. I think Waga basically has this lane under control right now. Bacon Pub Commander, are you watching my game? We just level Roche? I don't know. Oh, at level 1? Interesting. Level 1 Roche. Let's see. Sorry. Back on topic. I want to watch Waga keep playing this lane. So now he uses Shadow Strike on the Juggernaut. I think he's expecting Juggernaut to spin. He needs to spin or he's going to take this damage over time. There he goes. He realizes he's taking the damage over time. He needs to spin. Now he can just right-click him. Guys, you can right-click Juggernaut and do tons of damage to him. Oh, look at this. Oh no, Waga made a mistake. I remember this now. He dies twice in lane. So that was another mistake. Let's go back 10 seconds and see what the crucial error was that Waga made. He gets X'd, blinks before the X pulls him in. If he waited for that X to come back and then for him to get torrented and then for him to blink away, he might have had a chance to live. The Pudge might have even waited over here. If the Pudge was waiting here, then he could have blinked this way, bought a teleportation scroll, and teleported not to the shrine because it's not up, maybe back to base. But Waga could have survived there if he played that a little bit better. Also, I want to point out that this is approximately a 5K average game. It's not one of Waga's 7K games. It was on one of his Smurf accounts. I know everyone hates Waga for smurfing or like the world. He's done the world some type of massive injustice at the moment. But that's not what we're talking about. He's still playing against, it's a very high skill level game. He's still playing against really good players. Now I want to see how the rest of his team is doing. This Legion Commander has probably did he go Midas first? Man, that's aggravating to see. Oh, I'm so aggravated to see that this guy went Midas and didn't even use it here. He just got it and didn't use it. He's still not using it. Saving it for this guy. Oh, this Legion. Oh, I'm so triggered. Okay, I thought he wasn't going to use the Midas on that camp yet either. Back to Waga. He's making plays over here. I think he gets caught one more time. Yep. Gets caught 3 times in a row. So Waga has started feeding. This is why I like this game, because he actually goes 0-3 to begin the game. And he plays out the rest of this game very, very well. Notice that he still is doing really, really well in terms of last hits compared to the Juggernaut, 18-3 versus 41-13. This Kunkka has been in lane the whole time. He's sharing farm with him. Queen has level 7. So even though he's died 3 times, Waga has still won this lane. Like, it might not seem like it, especially if you're in the game and you see that he's died 3 times, but when you look at the actual numbers, you can see that Waga definitely won this lane so far. And now he's going to go and just do damage to this Juggernaut whenever he can and get as many last hits. This Juggernaut can't come close to this creep wave. Waga can get every single thing here and deny every creep that's in the lane. Now, notice what he did again. Made him use his spin. Waited for the Torrent and the X to go off. Now he's going to do some damage. Oh, he's just going to Scream kill this guy. Turn around. Oh, he doesn't have Scream. Anyway, he killed him. He killed him with the Shadow Strike. That's what level 4 Shadow Strike does for you guys. 50% movement slow, increased cast range, initial damage of 125. It is a beautiful spell to level up, and it's super under-recognized. He can see, actually, that this Kunkka X'd himself right here, and he just shrined. So I think he might be able to get a Kunkka kill right here. Kunkka comes back. He X's him. Oh, gets hit with the Torrent, but I think he's just going to blink on him and kill him in a second. Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, that's because Juggernaut's back. Okay, so he's launching Shadow Strikes left and right, and the cooldown also, by the way, drops to 4 seconds. 4 seconds per Shadow Strike. 4 seconds per spell that costs 110 damage. You have 800, or when you're in Int Treads, you have approximately 800 mana. You can cast this 8 times, so over the course of like 24 seconds, you can cast this more than enough times to be a nuisance. Now, I think he's gonna maybe die to this, or does he get enough to blink away? He blinks away. This Shadow Strike blink strategy, man, it's so strong in the offlane versus a melee carry. I don't know how it's got to be really difficult for people to deal with. And I think here, oh, Pudge just misses the hook. Pudge just misses the hook. Axe was coming in the background too. Axe almost has his 10-minute blink dagger. I feel like I'm pretty sure Axe is supposed to have a blink by now. And this Pudge is just trying to chase him. I don't know why. Like, there's no reason to try to chase down a Queen of Pain. I think Pudge trying to chase down a Queen of Pain is an utter waste of time, because even if he lands the hook, it's 130 mana, and then he needs... he had enough to hook and Dismember, actually. I thought he was a little bit lower. But still, the chances of him landing a hook on a Queen of Pain who can blink away, pretty low. Now notice that he leveled up Blink level 2. That's because he's had to use it so much for escapability and for mobility. Getting the Scream of Pain is really nice. The damage increase is great, but sometimes you want to just delay that a little bit to make yourself, to save yourself in a couple key situations. And Waga knows that he's dealing with the Kunkka, and he knows that there is other heroes on the map like the Pudge, etc., that could be really dangerous for him. Now look at how quickly he can move across the map. So because he has this blink, Waga is able to be here for this fight and get the kill on the Storm. Did Waga get that kill? Yeah, he got the kill on the Storm. He sees the Kunkka. He's coming for him too. Blinking across the map, and now he can go back to base. He has the mobility. He has more mobility than any hero on this map at the moment, aside from maybe Storm. But even Storm, because Storm doesn't have the mana pool to do what he needs to do. When Storm has a Bloodstone and an Orchid or something like that, I'll give him the title of most mobile hero in this game. But for now, I'm giving it to Queen of Pain. So she's got the mobility, she's got the damage, and she has the survivability. So these are 3 really good reasons to pick Queen of Pain for the offlane. Damage from your Shadow Strike, mobility from your Blink, and escapability from your Blink. Not to mention that she's got great nuking powers the higher her levels go. Queen of Pain is a hero that gains significant amounts of kill power by gaining levels. She doesn't necessarily need gold She does need gold, but she doesn't need gold as much as Queen of Pain needs levels. So that's one thing that you always have to be conscious of when you're playing Queen of Pain. You have to look to try to get your hero as high level as quickly as possible to snowball, because your spells are just so high value early game. Once you get level 4 Scream of Pain, level 4 Shadow Strike, level 4 Blink, and let's say level 2 Sonic Wave, you're one of the strongest nukers in the game. And like I said, in this meta with constant team fighting, you're also one of the most mobile heroes in the game. Queen of Pain has totally managed to win this lane. This Juggernaut is gimped. He is at 13 minutes, and he has Phase Boots, Poor Man's Shield, and Ring of Basilius, and a wand. Normally, you'd want to have, at this point in the game, you'd probably want to have Phase Boots, Ring of Aquila, and probably a Yasha. I would say at this point, you'd want a Yasha done at least. Considering that you're safe lane against a solo offlaner. And now, like I said, Queen of Pain's not the easiest to offlane against, as Waga has shown, but they did get 3 kills on her. They were able to get Queen of Pain killed 3 times, and still Queen of Pain was too much for them to handle. You've seen her solo kill this Jug like twice now. She's solo killed the Kunkka, and now they've got a fight that started. Oh, I love watching Legion walk on cliffs like that. There's a fight that started. She's not going to actually be there for that one. I think she just went to lane right away instead of joining the fight. Want to see how their fight's going. Uh-oh, Legion Commander gets killed. That's okay. We're going to focus on Queen. So now what she's doing, she's building an Orchid first. Orchid first in this game is really, really strong for a couple of reasons. If you Orchid Jug, he can't dispel the Shadow Strike on him with his Blade Fury. So putting an Orchid on Jug is really, really big. Get rid of the Blade Fury. Not able to dispel the Shadow Strike. He can't Omni Slash you. You're pretty safe. Orchid on Storm, obviously Storm becomes a nothing hero without his spells. Like, Storm needs the ability to cast spells. So once Queen is able to get an Orchid, Storm becomes significantly less useful. Now, the reason that Queen of Pain went for Orchid, I think that Queen of Pain went Orchid first as opposed to another item, is just because, oh, she's going for that kill. Look at that, she screams in while he's Blade Furying because, sorry, not screams, she Sonic Waves in while he's Blade Furying because this pierces spell immunity, so she knows that Juggernaut's going to take the damage from it, and then the second that his Blade Fury is up, she just blinks in and then screams on top of him. So that's a nice little combo right there for you guys to think about. If you have somebody who has spell immunity on, Sonic Wave will go through spell immunity, and then after the spell immunity is done, you can blink in, Scream of Pain, and then Q. This person is going to have to try to run away. Like in that case, the Juggernaut would have to try to run away, but they already took so much nuke damage, and now at this point, they're 50% slower, and Queen of Pain does not have a bad base attack. Like look at the amount of damage she's doing to creeps. That's not nothing damage, you know. She does some decent damage for being an int-based fighting hero. I think probably one of the better ones in the game. Most int heroes are actually supports, so yeah. In fact, Queen of Pain as a support would be a nice thing to try. I've never played her as a support. I think I might give that a shot. Maybe later today. I'm doing viewer games later today, so I'll probably give that a shot in one of them. And now we're just going to watch her make plays, see the mobility that I'm talking about. She blinks forward, gets a silence off. It's just doing significant amounts of damage. Here's Legion with his Blink Dagger, his Hand of Midas. I'm so triggered by this Legion. He's talking crap to their team, and he went Hand of Midas out of the jungle first. Yeah. Alright, and see the mobility again that we're talking about. Now Storm's coming top. He's probably going to pop that Shrine. Silenced. Q. Jump in. W away. Oh my god, making them plays. Shit. There he goes. Storm managed to get that kill. Notice that Storm was able to right click on the Queen as he was zipping this way. And if that's something you guys didn't know, now you know. You can right click heroes as you're zipping. So Storm was zipping this way. He was coming to this area, and Queen went right here. He right clicked. His attack came down this way and hit Queen of Pain to kill her. So there's another death for Queen of Pain. But if we look at the last hit counter, Queen of Pain is at second highest last hits in the game. Queen of Pain is even higher than the Legion Jungle Commander, who's done pretty much nothing but farm all game. Farm jungle all game. And Queen of Pain had to deal with a Kunkka and a Juggernaut. So you've just seen how to win the offlane with Queen of Pain, even if you're feeding. It wasn't the perfect game. It definitely wasn't the perfect game. But even if you're feeding a little bit, you can still win the offlane and keep pressure on your opponents. I want to see what they do next in terms of this game. I think from this point forward, it's pretty much over because Queen of Pain has pretty much gimped Juggernaut. Let me see what Juggernaut's last hits are. Yeah, Juggernaut's 0-4. So nothing really going on there. Look how quickly Queen of Pain got to this fight from the time that she spawned. She spawned here, blinked forward, walked a little bit, blinked one more time, and she was instantly in this fight. I wanna stress that one more time, how great this mobility spell is. Most people, like, think about it, you don't buy a blink dagger on her. A $2,250 item she just has built in. And I think she's gonna probably Sonic Wave here to kill him. There she goes. Another kill. Destroyer of Worlds. That's a good name for Waga's Queen of Pain. The more I watch this, the more I just want to do this strategy. He makes it look so easy, but obviously Queen of Pain is a hero that needs to snowball. And now let's see what he's going for his next item. It looks like he's going to be building Veil. Veil is a very good choice this game because of the heroes on his team. He can set up a lot of damage, a lot of output damage to the opponent team by getting good positioning with his blink and casting Veil on the whole team. And then you've got additional 25% damage coming out of Lena for all of her spells, for Morphling's Waveform / Adaptive Strike Nuke, for Earth Shakers, Fissure, and Totem, and Echo Slam, and then obviously for Queen of Pain's own spells, her Shadow Strike and her Scream of Pain. And her Sonic Wave is actually pure damage, so this doesn't take additional, or sorry, so the other heroes won't take additional damage from the Veil on her Sonic Wave. It's mostly for her Scream of Pain, but it's still a significant amount of increased damage. And now she's just roaming around the map, seeing what she can get done. I think at this point in the game, she's made enough space for her heroes. She's slowed down the enemy carry enough. Basically found a way to win the game, and I did not notice that this Juggernaut just got 4 boots of speed. So looks like they've given up. I'm not gonna watch any more of this game really. It looks like it's over. That was the Queen of Pain offlane strategy. So let's pause this because Juggernaut has quit. Yeah, this game's pretty much done. They're just gonna go forward and end this game at this point. Finish it off. That's that, boys. So let's recap what happened. Strategy was going Queen of Pain in the offlane, saving your first spell in case you're in trouble. When you get in trouble, level up your blink and blink out. If there's a hero who has a spell that can capture you, like a Disruptor with a Glimpse, maybe not Disruptor with Glimpse. I don't know. I can only think of Kunkka right now because that was the situation with the X marks the spot. So you have to time it based on who you're playing against. But if you're playing against Kunkka, obviously wait to get X'd, and then after you're brought back in, get away, or wait till you can draw some spells from the enemy team and then use your blink to get away. You have the shrines for healing, and use your Adaptive Strike. It's not called Adaptive Strike, it's called Shadow Strike. Use your Shadow Strike to harass the enemy carry, the enemy supports, and try to get as many last hits as you can. You should be able to win the lane against most melee carries with Queen of Pain. The problem is that she doesn't snowball. If you don't snowball well with Queen of Pain, she kind of gets relegated to being sort of a supporty / useless hero because she can't contribute a lot to fights. So you need to do well early. But if you do well early, which you have the opportunity to with her, you have the opportunity to snowball and get a big item that can really change the game. Going items that are really, really good on her to make big game changes. I like what Waga did here with the Orchid first, the Veil second. If you have spell damage on your team, consider that type of opening strategy. If not, you might need to get some kind of defensive items. For example, if there's a Legion commander in the game that's really fed and that's a problem, you might need to go something like a Lincoln's second. Just throwing some ideas out there. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think. If you guys enjoyed Waga's Queen of Pain offlane strategy, this is approximately a 5.5k strat, and if you guys enjoyed, that way, subscribe and check me out on twitch.tv/Navis. Hope you guys are having a good day, and I will catch you guys for the next video. Peace out.